Me try and get back into the ground. What? The video last week? I know you think you're funny, Brendan. You think you got jokes. Listen, welcome to another episode of ARSSOU Fans. We're here, as you can see, at the Emirates Stadium, getting you guys' opinions on, well, the game against Southampton. And I also want to know what's going on with the manager. Where do you stand? Yeah? Let's see what everyone has to say. What improvements do you think Arteta has made since being at Arsenal?
Not much at all. The only thing for me, what he has improved on is the faith he has in the young players and giving the young players opportunity. I think it is Arsenal culture to allow young players to shine.
Obviously, he's brought in a few good players, but I don't think he really knows how to use them tactically. And obviously, some of the youngsters he brought in, they've done really well for us, but I think some of them might need a bit more time in the squad.
I think we do have a bit more of a direction than under Emery. Obviously, coming out of the Arsene Wenger era, you know, we obviously knew what we were getting there. He had a very strong foundation for what the club was about. It feels like we lost a bit of that under Unai Emery, and it seems to me that in the background, Arteta's trying to enforce those changes where it's not just about what happens on the pitch, but what happens as a collective. And personally, for me, that's just as important as what happens on the pitch. What is also vitally key is that we have an identity, what's actually happening out there. That's the biggest concern, I would say, at the moment, because it's hard to tell what he's trying to get across to the players. Everything, you know, under Wenger, he's obviously played for him, learnt a lot as well in terms of when he was doing his coaching badges, then went to Guardiola. Both of them played attractive football. We are not playing attractive football at the moment. That is the painful part. Yeah. And you look around the other clubs, and there's some other clubs that are playing very nice football. Even like lower down the division, you know, you can sit and watch teams like Aston Villa and go, actually, they're a bit of a joy to watch. Whereas why have we gone backwards? I would say that would be my biggest issue in terms of what he isn't doing. But I think in the background he's trying to lay those foundations so that can happen into the future. The problem is, it's in any case with any manager, it's a short-term job. You know, it might, you know, how much time he gets is up to the board.
I mean, like from the transfer window, you can clearly see he's trying to build like the core in the team. So like Gabriel, big signing, like upgrade on David Luiz. No offense to the guy, but not the best. Then Partey in midfield. Once he starts, I think we could be looking good in midfield. Like compared to Xhaka, he has to go.
Well, obviously he's managed to persuade the big players like Aubameyang to stay his contract. Unfortunately, David Luiz is still here, which I don't know why he's still here. Obviously, the signings of Partey and the signings of Gabriel have been big for us. But I think he has made an improvement in terms of the signings. But I think he still needs more time to make his changes to the squad.
Do you think Arteta needs more time here at Arsenal, or do you think his time might be up?
Personally, I think he needs more time. The reason for that is he's a new manager, and beside, for me, what I would suggest is he needs to change his attitude and allow and take away his pride and able to kind of like compromise, because at the moment, yes, he's believing young players is nice, it's good, it's Arsenal way of doing things. However, I think a good blend of experience and youth will actually push Arsenal go further. And with time, I think he can improve. There's more for him to improve. I like him as a player, and I like him as a manager.
I think he's done a decent job to start off with, but then some of the players started losing form in the positions he started playing them in, and obviously he just needs to put some of the players on loan spells because most players aren't happy here and that sort of thing. He just needs to try and interact with the players more.
I think, you know, we are in a transition. We've been saying this, we've been in a transition for over a decade. But my personal opinion is that, you know, he seems to have the right objectives, he has the right philosophy. I've bought into it, and I think a lot of people have. The media is always going to cover it off as, you know, you've got people like Roy Keane saying, you know, dropping the jokes about, you know, we're in a relegation battle. The reality is, we're probably not. The chance of us finishing top half of the table, I think, might be a bit of a struggle. Yeah. But, you know, if it is a transition and the board believes in that transition, then I think we do have to give him time. We don't want to be one of these clubs that chops and changes. We don't want a Jose Mourinho on our hands. You know, those sort of people employed at the club where they come in, they know they'll get a job for him for a couple of years, but then in the third year it tails off. You know, that's not what we want.
Oh no, 100%. He needs more time. Like, he hasn't even been here a year yet, I don't think. So yeah, like, not many people that available at the moment. Like, you got Allegri, but Arteta, you can see what he's trying to do. It's just the players. He needs to start changing the players, and then we could eventually be going somewhere good, like the title maybe, you know?
He's been here less than a year. He needs more time. We gave Emery quite a lot of time, so Arteta obviously needs the backing right now.
We have Southampton. Are you confident that we can get a win there? Or we can get a win tomorrow here at the Emirates?
With Southampton, it's kind of like hard to predict. The reason being is they've always managed to get something out of Arsenal over the past years. But for this particular one, I think, considering the past horrible games we've had, and tomorrow I think we might able just, to snatch 3 points from them. And I'm very much optimistic.
On that. And lastly, just wrap up score prediction and for the game tomorrow.
2-1, my man Aubameyang.
Are you confident for today's game?
I don't know really. I'm not feeling that confident after the Burnley loss.
What do you think the score is going to be?
I mean, I like Arsenal to win, but I feel like it'll be a draw, a 1-1 draw.
Based on what we've seen in recent games, I wouldn't say I was particularly confident. If anything, we're going to scrape a victory. Southampton are on great form. They're right at the top of the table. Danny Ings always seems to like scoring against us, plays well against us here. I think hopefully Arteta's kind of stuck the boot up him a little bit and had a word. I would love to see some of the younger players given an opportunity. You know, we look far more creative on a Thursday night than we do on a Sunday night. So I would definitely back for seeing players like Joe Willock given an opportunity in big games. I think with Granit obviously now suspended, it opens a window for more players to come in. It'd be nice to see Willian not get dropped because of his performances, but take him out of the limelight a bit. We've got Pepe back for this game. So hopefully, it gives him a start and and we can press on and move forward. This is a key part of the season where we've got loads of games coming. We need to start building some momentum. I'm going to go for an optimistic 1-0 win, a typical Arsenal 1-0 to the Arsenal, but it does feel like, in terms of hoping, that's, It has to start today. Yeah, it's got to be realistic.
See, my heart is telling me 2-1 Arsenal because you got to back the boys, but my head, Danny Ings hat-trick, I'm saying 2-1 to us. 2-1 to us. Can't go against us.
Absolutely, I'm shitting it at the moment. I'm shitting it. I don't think we're going to be able to score a goal today. I think it might be 2-0 loss.
So you've heard what everyone here at the ground have had to say about today's game against Southampton. Now we want to know what you think. So let us know down in the comments. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe.